Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, June 9th, and it is 4:47 a.m. Mountain Time. Good morning, good morning. We got something here. I'm going to do a grand tableau, a Kipper grand tableau, and I'm going to do a Kipper grand tableau on Steve Bannon because I did a grand tableau, and there was some mail that came up that I didn't know who it was. It just wasn't coming to me. When I heard the word Steve Bannon, I got a kick on it. I got a hit on it. So I'm going to do a grand tableau. This was the grand tableau that I did on that reporter. Hang on and I'll remember his name. Assange. I know, I say them all wrong. It probably drives you guys crazy. I am so sorry. But Assange, and it came up a couple of places down from Assange. So I want to do this on Steve Bannon. Then I'm going to do a spread on Betsy Devos and see how she fits into all of this. I'm going to just do a regular spread. And then, of course, at the end of the video, don't forget to stick around to the end of the video. We'll do a reading on Trump and see where his emotional state of mind is at this point in time. So, there you have it. One day I will do a tutorial on the Kipper, the mystical Kipper. The mystical Kipper, to me, they're my favorite because these cards are really, really based on intuitive reading. I really like that. So, but each one of the cards means something, but also each one of the cards, when they're buddied up to it, it can give you an intuitive information about it. So, here we go. Anybody that has ever seen a Kipper Kipper spread, I do 9 across and 4 down. And then I start reading. So we're going to do Steve Bannon. For anybody that doesn't know who Steve Bannon is, he was Trump's administration guy, I guess, from the beginning. He was Trump's administration. He has expressed, it looks like he's into white supremacy. He looks like these. I'm just letting you know what I know about him. That he's extreme right, anti-Semitism, often claims that there is Jewish conspiracy to activate the white genocide. This freak is freaking crazy. You guys want me to read on some crazy people? Okay, let's do it. Let's do a spread on him. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You guys can fast forward this part if you want. Kind of go slow when I'm doing the putting them all out there. Okay. So now what I do is I look for the main person, which the main person is right here. So the main person, which he's upside down, that means he's not doing He's kind of crazy. But here's 45 and him. Because 45 always comes up, just this guy right here, in these grand tableaus when we're dealing with somebody who knows 45 or who works with 45. So here's the thing, as 45 is upside down, Steve is upside down, but high honor, so they're still in cahoots with each other. I don't know what the media says if they're on the outs, but these cards say that they still are good friends, or there's nothing wrong with their friendship. So let's see. Let's read. What do we have? A long ways away, rich girl, main person. I don't know if he's married. She's upside down. And home, life, and receiving a gift. Maybe divorce papers? I don't know. You guys will know. But all I can do is tell you what the cards say to me. Right? That's all I can do is tell you what the cards say. 'Cause I don't know if he's married or not. I don't even know if he has kids. So if that shows up too, you guys will be able to let me know. I'm just going to read the cards as they are. But it looks like here, a long ways away, rich girl, possibly a child. And main person, which is wife. And this is living room, means home life. And receiving a gift is possibly divorce. Success in love, high emotions, and sad news. So that talks about his possible relationship with his wife or some significant other. So let's read where he's at. See, high honors right here, and then we have great happiness, which is upside down, and gloomy thoughts. So he's incredibly depressed. A depressed person. Depressed. Good lady and receiving a gift. So let's go this way with 45. Meetings, bereavement, gaining a lot of money, court, 45, high honors, a change, which is upside down, prison, upside down, and marriage card upside down. That's interesting. So he's connected with that, with 45. And 45's lineup right here just tells everything that's going on in 45's life. Bam! Bereavement, gaining a lot of money, losing a lot of money because it's upside down, court cases, him, high honors, but that just talks about the friendship there. A change, which is upside down, so change is coming. Prison, he probably won't go to prison, guys. Every time I've ever looked at this, 45 has never been locked up or in prison. However, we all know that the prison within his mind is going to get him way before his physical prison. If I had to pick prison for him, I'd pick spiritual prison any day, because that's 10 times more torturous than putting him in physical prison. He's going to get emotional, and he's already, imprisoned in his mind. If I had a choice, if I was the one handing out the punishment, which I'm not, that's the one I would pick. So remember that. We don't always have to have somebody locked up for them to be punished in a spirit, for bad deeds. So, good lady. This could maybe Melania. Let's see what this one says. Work occupation, a long ways. Good gentleman. Now this one right here has always come up for Putin. Theft. Putin and theft are right next to each other. Because this one here just kind of, every time I pick it up, every time I look at it, it's like Putin, right? It's like, he's in here, and this. So if you wanted to read it in a certain way, this would be forward and this would be past. So if we're going to read it kind of that way, with him being right here in the past, with 45, the Putin and the theft and short illness, grief of an anniversary, and his thoughts would be connected to 45. Good lady and his thoughts are also connected to 45. This has to be Melania. No? Yeah? I don't got a hit with it's Melania. I keep on asking. All right, so work occupation. So they work together. 45, Putin and this guy had a good connection with Russia. It's really not giving me a whole lot. I was hoping for a lot more. But there's so many cards that are upside down. Court person and theft. Bereavement and rich girl. Theft, court person, bereavement, and rich girl. Maybe that's not his daughter. Because she's upside down. Is there a dead person involved in this? Yeah. A long ways away, rich girl, bereavement, court and theft, and 45 in Putin, work occupation and meetings. If I was going to read these two right here, this person would be deceased. This person would be dead. Court person theft, meaning it was illegally done, and it was because of an illegal situation, theft. Work occupation, they were working together, and meetings. The meeting went bad because it's upside down and it's connected to her, and a long ways away, which overseas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That talks about, I think, a murder. Uh-oh. And of course 45 is connected. Of course Bannon is connected to the girl. 45 is connected to the meeting in the court. See, if you do 45 courthouse, gaining and lost money. There's lost money here because it's upside down bereavement. And he's on the same. It's like this person, like Bannon knew this person. 45 knows about the what happened. And 45 was the reason why it happened. Oh. That's interesting. You guys hear snoring? It's just my dog. I don't have demons in my basement. It's my dog snoring. I have senior citizens and they get to snoring pretty loud nowadays. All right, so let's see if I can get anything over here. Sad news, a marriage card. Well, we all know that. I mean, between the both of them, neither one of them have good marriages, and that's on both the same lines of them. Sad news and marriage. So neither one of them have good marriages, or even if he's married, I don't know, or relationships. And let's see, a journey is upside down, and the White House is right here. Military person in the White House, going forward. False person, military person in White House. False person, military person in White House. Success in love, chance, a little child. Unhappiness in a little child, pleasant letter. Unhappiness. Man, these are confusing. Receiving a gift. Interesting. Very interesting. But I'm going to have to wait a little bit and do another one and see if I can get some more information. But that was very interesting right here. 45 and him are still in good cahoots. They still are good friends or whatever. And he's unhappy. 45's unhappy. They're both connected to the unhappy card. A change, prison. I love 45's thing right here. 45's lineup. Bereavement. Change. Prison. And marriage card. And he's upside down. Court means that something, court is right side up, so that means at least some of his criminal behavior will be exposed because it's right side up now. Receiving a gift. for receiving a gift. I think that talks about us, about Steve Bannon. He was involved in court information and receiving a gift that sounds good for us. That'll be exposed. This false person military prison in the White House. That's a very interesting story right there. All right. That's about all I can get out of that. That was very interesting. It didn't bring up anything about his white supremacy. So I'm going to do a card spread on it. But 45 and him are together, right? We know they're in cahoots with each other. Very interesting. Okay. Let's do a little card spread on him, a couple of cards spread on him and see if it brings up any of his beliefs in. I was hoping maybe that it would talk about him being that person, but it kind of didn't. So, but I'm thinking it was, though. It was in that card spread. You can look back on any of my videos. Oh, and somebody wanted to know where I got these. These cards are tarot with keywords, and I got them off of the website Etsy. I hear that because they're from Australia, one of them comments, they're from Australia, the shipping can be expensive. I didn't notice it because I had a big order through them, so I got my shipping for free, so I didn't notice that. But, so yeah, you can get them off of Etsy, and they're called tarot with keywords. And you can get any color, really. There's lots of colors there. I just picked pink. If any guy out there wants to have black, I think there's green, I think there's blue. There's all kinds of colors. So you don't have to have pink. All right, let's do a really quick one on Steve Bannon and see if I can pick up anything else. I don't know who that... Oh, there's two. I don't know who that murdered person was. That's going to weigh on me. See if I can get it. So what I got was Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, which are inverted. So cold-hearted. That's him. Cold-hearted. Actually, it says cold-hearted, bitchy. Makes accusations and difficult with problem solving. So that explains him a lot. And then I also got the Knight of Wands, which is division, discord. I can't make this stuff up, people. You saw me shuffle. You saw me pick it from the middle of the deck, and this is what comes up for him. It talks about who he is. Hasty addictions. And this one's the Page of Swords, which is messages about businesses, deceitful person, a spy, clever, skilled manipulator. Oh, is he in charge of all those other people that... King of Swords, overly critical, violent. Ooh. I think he's in charge of all of the people who are the unarmed people and the people who are out there destroying stuff to make the protesters look bad. Broken heart, Three of Swords, dwelling, past, blocked, and grief. I think he might be connected to that somehow. That's what the signal was to from 45. That's the high honors. Yep. Pain. He's in charge of that. He has something to do with that. Fear of ruin. He has something to do with that, people. He has something to do with that. And then 45, that was who 45 was signaling with that Bible. With that Bible. I'm telling you, that was a signal. Who stands in front of a church and makes sure that he looked at that Bible before he held it up and made sure he was holding it correctly for him. He wasn't trying to please any religious body because that would have been offensive. So anybody says that, I don't know. It was a sign to somebody, and I think it was to him. Because they're still in cahoots. Anyways, let's move on. That was very interesting. Betsy Devos, or DeVos. 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 Betsy. Let's see what she's up to. I'm going to do it. See what she's up to, and then we'll do a 45. Ooh. 5 of Cups. Pain, loss, grief, regret, despair, emotional dysfunction. Yeah, that's her. She must have suffered a lot of loss somewhere in her life that made her as horrible she is. The moon. She works underneath the moon. Hidden motives. She has hidden motives. Well, I heard that, she wants to bring back holding children back or dismantling some sort of education, something. There's a few, like the Amish, they don't believe in the children going to school past like 3rd or 4th grade because, if they're educated, they'll leave. Same with any of the LDS, what is it, the people who have plenty of wives. I forget the names of them. I forget my nouns. Apparently when I'm on camera, I have to forget what I'm talking about, so it gets worse. But anyways, they also don't believe in educating their people because that means that they would get educated and rise up against them. The control is built in when you don't educate your people, and this is what that feels like with her. Hidden motives. Less education people has, the more control you have over them. And this is the Ace of Wands, which is coming in, is delay, needing adjusting to rethink, lack of confidence. I wonder what that's about. That's interesting. What's above her is a page. She's immature. For her belief system is immature, and she wants to the deceitful person and spy. Deceitful person and spy. That's what's over top of her. That's who she presents herself, or how she works out in the world. Maybe nobody knows about it, but that's who she does. What she does. What's underneath? That's her core. And I got the Sun, which is loneliness, isolation, lack of success, misunderstanding, disappointment, and depression. The depression came up again. The depression came up again in the 5 of Cups. Despair. So she's pretty, that's interesting. Let's see what going forward. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So she got this job. Now she has something to look forward to. Beginnings, new life in her. So she was really depressed, suicidal almost. Deceitful person. She gets a new job. She's got a little step in her pep in her step. The 5 of Wands comes up though. Group conflict. Personality clash. Annoyed. What's outside influences is the 6 of Pentacles, which is debt, selfishness. Oh, debt. She is not, and death comes up under Spirit. Unable to move on. Lack of hope. So whatever she's trying to do, for one thing, she's a depressed person. Something really horrible must have happened in her life that she has taken on. Lack of confidence. It made her, whatever. Loneliness set in. She got a new job, but it gave her a little pep in the step. But everybody around her, she's in conflict with everybody around her. She's in debt. That's one of the main reasons why she needed this job was because of money. She's deeply in debt. She doesn't know how to manage her money very well because she's immature. Where was the page? The Page of Swords comes up. The immaturity is right there, right above her. That's what hovers over her. And then money, and then death. So, unable to move on. Spirit has went, you're done. Unable to move on. She really can't do anything, any of her agenda, as much as she would love to. And of course, the 5 of Pentacles showed up again, poverty. She will, because she's immature. See how the immaturity shows up right next to each other, the poverty. She's very irresponsible with her money. She's very irresponsible with what she's thinking. She's a child, just like 45. She's a child. She's very immature. But death of her thinking and her agenda, that's good news. That's really good news. All right. Now that we know what's immaturity. 45 is very, very attracted to immaturity. Yeah. Mark those off so that I know that I've done those. I appreciate everybody. I try to get to all of the questions. I really do. I get a lot of them, and I try to do them here, and then I also save some for Sunday mornings with Scott, so that we can. And I really, really try to get all the questions answered. So let's do 45. I'm going to stick with these cards. They seem to pull forth a lot of information. Let's see what's going on with 45. Craziness. You know, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal behavior, and that kind of gives you a hint of what my profession is, but in criminal behavior. And the first thing that they talk about a lot when we're going right is always look for antisocial behavior that gives you a hint as to what their agenda is. And Trump has a lot of antisocial behavior, and every time I pick up on antisocial behavior with him, it's like he can't help himself when you just know what's going on almost automatically. All right, let's see what we got. 10 of Wands, burden, responsibility, of course. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is bad luck, negative forces, out of control. He's out of control, lots of bad luck. He can't get it together, people. Coffee. He can't get it together. Disappointment. Let's see what this one. Page of Cups. Creative beginning. He's same old story as yesterday, it looks like. The burdens, bad luck, out of control, and he's trying to spin his wheels. What can we do? What can we do? Emotional. Ugh. Okay. So, 8 of Swords showed up under 10 of Wands, was a burden and responsibilities. 8 of Swords. This is self-imposed restrictions, and self-honesty brings change. Wow. Wow. 8 of Swords. All tied up. All tied up. Yep, the Fool shows up underneath all of his work, all of his bad luck and all of that, because he was careless, he was a fool, he's been reckless, he, neglect everything underneath that. His Wheel of Fortune is upside down, meaning that his luck is running out. It's running out, and it's running out fast because he's a fool. And see how they're upside down? They have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool because he's a fool. Absolutely a fool. Ooh, 6 of Cups, which comes out upside down, is bad memories, feeling out of place, dwelling too much in the past. Immaturity. He's emotionally immature because the Page of Cups. And then you have the 6 of Cups, which is bad memories, feeling out of place, dwelling too much in the past. He is absolutely, his mind is leaving. Let's see what this one is. This one right here is the 10 of Cups, which usually means happy relationships and stuff like that. 10 of Wands, burdens, all tied up with family. Okay. High Priestess shows up. What am I doing? High Priestess shows up, which is wisdom and completion, feelings. So his fortune has run out because he's been a fool. And I think this one might be Pelosi walking in going, I'm going to point this all out to you. Subconscious. Maybe it's, remember, 5 of Pentacles, which is poverty. Missed opportunities, focusing too much on material situations. It's poverty. Interesting. Very interesting. 45. But my favorite cards here is his fortune is running out because he was acting as a fool, and somebody else is stepping in to handle that for him because no more. So this might be the big old huge conversations about getting him out. The burdens, big old conversation about getting him out. I think it's happening faster than we think it is. The poverty in the United States. That's why he's dwelling in the past. Oh, so my economy used to be great. Now it sucks. I can't. He's living in the past, and that's what you're going to hear him start talking about is the past. How we used to be this and we used to be that to try to keep everybody focused on what used to be instead of what's happening now. And the Queen of Cups, emotionally insecure, blocked intuition, dark feelings. Yep, fake. Yep, that's what he's going to present. Yeah, you're going to start hearing his narrative of past. He's going to go, we used to have this and we'll have it again. We used to have this and we'll have it again. He's trying to rally the troops under that. But his emotional state of mind is not going to hold up. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.